How's everybody doing today? It's a Sunday, and yeah, it's Sunday. Tomorrow's Monday already. But yeah, we're gonna hunt a bag of $half today, and this will be my 10th bag that I have received from the banks I get them from. So yeah, we've done very well. Out of the 9 that we've done already, 8 of those have had silver, 157 silver coins. That's pretty good. There are a few in here. I believe when I was looking at it weeks ago, there's at least 5 in here, so we never know what we're going to find until we actually get them out of here and see what's in there. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to cut this bad boy open and see what's hiding inside. That's all we can do. Yeah, it's nice to get a bag. I was hoping to get a second one by now to go with it, but it did not happen. So that's what we're going to do. One bag. Let's see what we got. So I'm going to cut this puppy open and see what we got. How's everybody doing? I know it's football season again. Football season again. Yeah. Cut into this bad boy and see what we got. Yeah. I was always hoping. I did stop at a few other banks to double check. I know the one I stopped at, I actually picked up 2 $half bags. Bags. 2 $half boxes. That's a story in itself, because the girl, when I stopped in, I just wanted to make sure we were actually in the area going somewhere else, and yeah. I figured I turned around and I seen the bank I haven't been at in a while, and I figured, let me just go in and check and make sure they still have my name in there and my number, which they do. She says it's on the machine. So yeah, they have a sticky note on the machine to give me a call when it's full. She did check. It's just shy of needing a little more than $300 to fill the bag. So we have to wait for that. But she will call when it gets full. We're in September already. So yeah. So I already see the silver already. It's right there. It's right there. First silver coin. 1968 from Denver. But yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I love the $half bags because you never know what you're going to find in them. So we have a penny and a $half. I'm going to assume I lost 49 cents, but I'm okay with that. But we're going to make up that hopefully with silver. Oh, here's another one. Can you see them on the board? Yeah, you can see that right there. That almost looks silver, but it's not. There's another one right there. Very nice. 68D. 2 of them. So yeah, that's good. I'm going to put that all day long. So I'm just going to poking through these and see how we're going to go. So yeah. Yeah, sometimes it's difficult to know what you're going to do, how to do these. So 89. Gonna figure it out. Yeah, I just got back. We just got back from Canada yesterday. So yeah, we went to Canada for a couple days to go fishing and get something to eat. Yeah. Went to Niagara Falls, Canadian side. Yeah. Went to go fishing on, what day was it? Thursday, Friday. We were supposed to go fishing on Friday, which we did. It was pretty windy. There's a bent one there. We don't want that in there. Yeah. I'll make sure I don't miss anything. And we went to the ST, I think it's STK, to get a dinner, steak dinner, so that worked out good. It was good. It was a good day. Oh, we got something else in here. A quarter. 1996. My God, there's still bullion, baby. How you doing, brother? Long time no see. Always wonder how you're doing. Sorry. How you doing, man? Can you hear me? I hope you can hear me. Can you hear me? Coming back. How are you? I'm doing okay. Hanging in there. Way too many people know it, but I smoke cigarettes, but I quit smoking about almost 3 months ago. But yeah, it's been rough. Yeah. Yeah, I quit smoking about 3 months ago. Hanging in there. It's been tough. Things have been normal. We're in September. Haven't done a lot of fishing. We did go up to Canada to fish, not in Canada, but on the American side, to go in the Niagara River. Well, we're supposed to fish in the lake, but it was just too windy. Yeah, I was doing the patch. Took me probably 2.5 months to finally it's tough after a long time. Yeah. Every now and then I get a little in my throat there, but I'm good. I'm doing good. I was doing the patch, doing that for 2.5 months, and I'm like, it's hard. I mean, to be in a routine for how many years, forever. Thanks, brother. But yeah, and trying to break up that routine, routine, whatever you want to call it, both. I just, yeah, did everything. I finally ended up, because you're used to waking up in the morning, doing your thing, and it's tough. Let's put it that way. And then I did finally just not smoke in the house at all and made myself go outside. Then I pushed that into the garage. Had to walk all the way to the garage if you wanted to smoke one, And then I had my cigarettes, and I'm like, they just calling you out loud. And then I'm going through it, and I'm like, man, I know somebody else, my friend's wife, quit. She didn't quit because she wanted to. She quit because she had to. That's how bad it was. So, and seeing how she's doing, how she's going about doing it. So I sit there and say, oh, this is my last one, but it's like, I don't know. I've tried to quit many times, but yeah. So, yeah. 2 weeks. Yeah, I had a couple beers. I mean, at that dinner and stuff, but yeah. But yeah, eventually, got down to my last pack, my last smoke. I'm going to smoke it the next day, and I couldn't do it, man. I just actually went to the store, bought a pack, opened them up, threw them in the door of the truck when I walked out. And I actually didn't smoke any other ones the rest of the day, but it just didn't last because you had them. So next time I went through that whole motion, I just didn't go buy another pack. It's hard, but yeah. Don't trust me. I want one every day. Some moments are worse than others, but yeah, it's tough. I hope I don't feel. My one buddy goes, "Hey, you'll be all right. You'll get better." I hope. It's rough. Yeah. Now, I had a couple beers for. My dad passed away a few months ago, and my goal was to have a few drinks with my buddies, honor my dad, and we never got that far yet, and I quit smoking since then. So that's going to be a tough when we go do that. But yeah, we'll get to it. I've just been busy and don't have the moment in time to do it. But his wife quit. She drinks. She said it really doesn't have because he smokes. So he's been trying to change it up so he's not around her. But she says it doesn't bother her. And when I go visit him, I smell that smoke in the air. It just pokes at you, Yeah, thanks. Yeah. Yeah. So my dad said, you got to stop smoking those things. Well, he used to smoke. There's a silver right there. There's a silver right there, brother. Yeah, my dad was 84 years old. Yeah, my dad used to smoke. That's probably why I started smoking, because I was around it, and him and his buddies. Yeah, all of us kids smoke. My brother quit a while ago. My one sister quit a long time ago, and my other sister, she quit a long time ago too. But just me and my other sister were the only ones who smoked anymore. But down to her now. Yeah, I went through the whole process. I mean, I could sit there and bore you with all the details that went through my mind and still go through my mind. Like my wife will say, "Don't say it." Why? Why can't I say that I want a cigarette? You know, I want a cigarette. I really do. You know. And then I think about when I say that, I think about coughing and hacking up, and you know, the smell, and my wife complaining that I need to stop smoking. You know, all that stuff. Yeah, we're in the process of quitting. Like, you want that cigarette, so you go smoke a cigarette, and you're like, hey, I really didn't need it. Even on the patch, man, I was smoking like somewhere between 3 to 15 a day. It depends on how bad the day was, you know. Yeah, yeah, it's tough. But I guess if you want it bad enough, you're going to do it. So I guess I want it bad enough. Yeah, don't cough. The only coughing I do is yeah, just normal coughing. Yeah, I don't know the patch. I was doing the Equate one. My buddy's wife was doing. I can't say what the name of it was because I don't remember. But she quit. Well, she went to the hospital in January, and that's when it all started. So I don't know what brand he's has for his wife, but when I went down to visit him the once, because she went from 21 down to 14, and somewhere along there she hit 7, but went back to 14. So she gave me her remaining 21 patches. So there was 11 of them, and I started using hers, and I don't know if it was a mental thing or nicotine thing, whatever you want to call it, but I felt more calm with her patches. But yeah. But I went down to see him the other day, and she's back to 21s again because she's just freaking out for a cigarette. I'm like, oh my God, this is terrible. It looks like a silver there, but it's not. But yeah, trust me, I feel like I want one every day. Not every day, but throughout the day. Depends on how busy you are, what you're doing. You don't think about it. You're used to a routine, getting up in the morning, going to bed, eating, get done from the restaurant, walk out, smoke. You're not doing any of that anymore, You got to break up your routine first. But yeah, those Equates, I don't know. And then the one day I woke up. It was a Thursday. It wasn't Thursday. Actually, I think it was that week. I woke up and I had to go somewhere with somebody, so I was going to meet them. And I left, and I'm thinking I forgot something. You ever have that feeling that you forgot something, and normally you forget something, and I get to where I'm going, and I'm like, oh, I forgot my patch. I forgot to put the patch on before I left. And I'm like, well, it's 11 o'clock. I should be back by 12:01. And I had a half hour till this guy was going to show up, and I'm like, nah, I just drove home and got me a patch. So I forget how it worked out that week. But I know I went, it was July 4th. July 4th. Friday, July 4th. Now, I quit smoking cigarettes before that. It was around middle of June. But I'm thinking, how long am I going to be wearing this patch for, So it was actually July 4th. Me and my wife went fishing. And I put a new patch on in the morning like I always do. I even sleep with my patch. You do have bad dreams. Yeah, crazy dreams too, but yeah. I don't know. I woke up Friday, put the patch on. We went fishing. And then I was thinking about that day when I forgot to put the patch on. I'm thinking, is it really working, or is it just a psychological thing, you know? So I went through all day Friday, and I got suntan lotion. So I come home, get a shower, and I take the patch off, put it on the sink, and then I get done shower and I put it back on. But normally it don't stick as well when you take them off and put them back on. And I put it back on, and the next day came along, and I normally get a shower in the morning anyways, but I figured since I'm going to be putting suntan lotion on and going fishing again, because we went fishing Friday, Saturday, and Friday we actually went to where me and you went fishing, where I took you fishing that day it rained. And believe it or not, you're never going to believe it, but yeah. I went up into that no wake zone and just putted over to the left there a little bit, and it's deep water there. I don't know. The first couple casts, I was throwing the drop shot. I forget what I caught. I caught like a 5 or 6 pound fish, bass. And then I caught another one. It was crazy. It was weird. And that was the only, well, I did have another bite, but I didn't catch anything. It was the only 2 bites I really had. Well, like a 4 and 5 pounder. It was crazy. I don't know if my wife took a photo of that. Hell, I forget. But yeah, that was crazy crap, buddy. And all the casts I made, I could not get another bite. I'm trying to see if I have a photo in here of those fish. I don't know where they're at. Or maybe I just didn't save them and they're still in the text yet. So, but yeah, it was crazy. Yeah, the reason we went up there was because the other lake was pretty bad with yeah, I know. At least we caught a couple fish anyways. It wasn't a total loss. The only day it rains, you know. I didn't even know it was going to rain until I woke up the next morning. But yeah, end up going up there again, and then next day we end up going somewhere else. And I wanted to wash the boat off. I was going to do it up there. Hey, Dennis. But it felt a little too cool and too breezy. So the next day, Friday, we went fishing up there. It was Beltsville. It was Beltsville Lake. And then we went up to Leaser Lake the next day. And I jumped in the water to wipe all the dirt off from the year before, from the stain on the hull and stuff. And I kept hitting that patch on my right arm, and it's like the patch stayed on. And I don't know what happened between Saturday and Sunday, but I know I still had the same patch. Remember, this is the same patch. Hey, Silver Addiction, how you doing? So I had the same patch on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and I know by Monday, that was it for the patch. I just stopped wearing it. Trust me, it's tough. It's tough. That's all I can tell you. Yeah. At the middle of June, I think. I can't say exactly. I know it was on a Thursday that I quit. And it looks like it could be a silver. Is that silver? No. But yeah, it's rough. Whew. I mean, you could be out in the middle of a parking lot and you just smell somebody smoking cigarettes somewhere, you know? Yeah, for the most part, yeah, I'm doing it. Yeah, it's tough. That's all I can tell you. Yeah, because the patches my buddy was buying for his wife, they were, I don't want to say they were twice as much as those Equate ones, but man. They're expensive. They're more expensive than mine. So I think it was what, 30? I forget what it was. 27 something for 2 weeks, which is cheaper than smoking. Yeah. You smoke Silver Addiction? Well, I can tell when I walk up 3 flights of steps, like, yeah, like, yeah, I need to quit smoking, because I can feel it just walking up 3 flights of steps, Oh, I see a proof. I see a proof staring back at me, but we'll pick it up after we get through this. And I'm like, yeah, you got to quit. You got to quit. You got to quit. You got to quit. How many times did I say that over the years? You got to quit. Got to quit. No, got to quit. I think we have a proof here. Yeah, we do. 1980 San Francisco proof. Yeah, that's terrible. Got to quit, bro. I was saying how many years I've been smoking for 40 plus years. Yeah. That's all the further I'll go with that. I did quit once in that time. I think we might have sometimes these look silverish when they're probably not, because they just got a weird tone to them. Yeah. 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 Tough. Wow. From Iraq, that's terrible, man. Terrible. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not bragging or anything like that. It's tough. And the price of smokes is unreal now. If you think about it, like, my buddy rolls his own, which is cheaper. But you're buying smokes all the time. They're like, it was almost like $25 for 2 packs almost. No, we're not getting any younger. Huh, what'd you say? Oh yeah, I stopped at enough about me. I stopped at that bank. We were going somewhere. My wife wanted to go somewhere to eat, and we were going there. And for some reason, when I'm looking at the map thing on the truck, it's literally showing me the blue line, make a right, and then make a quick right. And that's what I did. And all of a sudden it says, oh, go. My wife says, you got to turn around. So when I turned around, I looked to my right, up on top of the hill, there's the one bank. It's like, I've been in there before. Let me go in and check to make sure my name's still in there. I know I stopped in there for it. And the girl's like, yeah, still there. Sticky notes right on the coin machine. And she asked me, she says, would you be interested in a couple boxes of halves? And what goes through my mind when she says that is because I know they're a Brinks carrier, and I really don't want any Brinks boxes. But I'm like, I said, how many do you have? She says 2. I said, okay, it's not going to be more than $1,000. So, and I said they weren't returned. She said, no, they came from the Fed. So I took them, and when she brought them out, they weren't Brinks They were not Brinks boxes. They are Garda boxes. And I said, I'm just curious, and what I see you carrying out, I said, I thought you were a Brinks carrier. She's like, we were till about 2 months ago, but now they're a Garda carrier. So I got two FN string and sun boxes. No enders or anything in them. They are circulated, and there is a couple of 226s. I think a 226 1 or 2, and there is a 226 8. So 226 8, even in a Garda box, should be silver in there, hopefully. Yeah, and there's no code on them. Just like them ones Dennis got last time, there was no code. And his boxes had squadouche. Yeah. I was thinking about doing them with the half bag, but I'm not sure. It's not really nice to see you, man. Glad you're still there. You're still around. Yeah, I think about our fishing trip often, especially the other day when I went up there and it's like beautiful day. It was hot as hell. Yeah, I tried that, but man, I coughed more when I tried that. They're like, oh, take small puffs, so it didn't matter, man. I was hacking I was hacking away bad. I'm like, I just better off smoking cigarettes. Yeah. Yeah, that'd be cool. You still working the same job and everything? Oh, I see a silver. I see a silver staring back at me, and I'm going to grab it. I see a silver. Here we go. It's going to be number 4. I see that coming. Another 68D. I know when I did these boxes, there's a 60. If I'm going to try to remember, there's 68, 66, 68. I think I saw at least 5 silver coins with different dates. I think it was 65, 66, 67, and 68. Chemicals you work with are not good. It's not good. Yeah. Yeah, when you're younger, it doesn't bother you, but then it starts to catch up to you. So, yeah. Oh, you retired? What the hell do you do with yourself if you're retired? Going fishing a lot? Yeah. Tired. My wife, I don't want to say what my wife said the other day. I want to retire too, but she's like, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Sit around? Oh, wow. That's terrible. That's awful. How you doing? I mean, I know you're not doing well, but how you doing? Like getting around and all that stuff, normal stuff. You're just having, like wheelchair bound or anything like that, are you? I hope not. It sucks. Getting older sucks. Watching everybody around you getting older and dying, yeah, it's terrible, Everybody's dying. A lot of nice 1983s, man. Got their FGs. Oh, I see another penny. Another 49 cents lost. That 2009 Lincoln. I don't want to say that's the Lincoln Home. I forget what that one is. It's been so long since I talked pennies. But yeah. Yeah, work till you can. Yeah. There's not a lot of silver in this bag, but there is silver. That's all that matters. Yeah, when the lady called, I was in the shower and came back out, and then I seen they called, and I'm like, I got overly excited. Oh, wow. Backlog 6 months. Wow. That's terrible. Yeah. Yeah, I couldn't believe that day we went up there and just, it wasn't a couple casts, man. I caught a big fish. It was like a 4 something. I think the other one it was crazy. No, it was a 3 something and a 4 something, I think is what it was. It was crazy. It was like, and then I had one quick bite. I don't know if I was throwing the 10-inch worm or what, but just had a quick something, just grabbed it, but that was it. It was just a quick grab and drop. That was it. Got some bird hunting in. What kind of birds you shooting? Pheasant? It was crazy, and I couldn't believe it. All the casts I made, I went to different spots, went across that place where you had that big one on that got off. Yeah, I had another proof now. 86. Oh, I see. Oh, yes, right. I remember seeing this too. There was something in there too. Look at this. Ephrata. AmVets. Post 136, Ephrata. Good for one drink. That's where I'm going. It's good for one drink. I never had a good for one drink token before. I was just basically drop shotting for the most part. And then I know I pulled out my 10-inch worm and was throwing that. And that's got one. I was just trying because it's so deep. And I even went across to the shallows, but man, it wasn't happening. It was hot too. But I was just drop shotting for the most part. Oh, there's another silver right there. There's one right there. And I know I was throwing the 10-inch worm. I don't know if I was throwing the jig out at all, but I did have one quick like bite drop on that 10-inch, and that was it. And I'm thinking if something picked that up, I figured it would be pretty decent. Another 68 from Denver. Yeah, mine is the same too. I don't like bothering people. I'm not much of a botherer. Yeah. I want to go out. My brother-in-law's school, another one. I see another one. It's right there. It's hard to see that one like the other one, but it's right there. There's another one. We're going to have at least 6 in this puppy. That's good. I'm happy with that. We're going to have another one. 68. I'll take these all day long. Yeah, that's 6. I know I saw at least 5, so we're there. And I know there's a 65. I believe there's a 65 in there. Been about, I don't want to say 3 weeks now since I picked this bag up, but I was just hoping that somebody else would call and say their bag's full and I could do 2 bags, you know. That's mostly what I do. I drop shot. Do a drop shot. I just don't understand. When I first started fishing, I used to crank a lot. And cranking from being, it took a while for me to slow down to like use the jig, and then I learned to drop shot, and I just, believe it or not, just have a hard time anymore picking up a crankbait. To me, drop shotting is you're gonna catch something. No matter what, you keep poking around, you're gonna catch something, you know. I just can't do the crank thing anymore. It's tough. It's just weird. I know you got to mix it up, but drop shot is the way to go, man. I went up to Leaser Lake with my wife to teach her how to try to drop shot, because I figured when we went up to the falls about a month and a half ago, I don't want to say 2 months ago, we went up, and I just wanted to because the guide that I went with before on Lake Erie, he would either drop shot or he was using the Ned rig. So I'm thinking we're going to be doing that technique, right? So the guide that we were supposed to go, I'm going to call it Watertown. I think it was Watertown, New York, just up in there to the northwest a little bit to go in Ontario. I didn't know it was Lake Ontario until I looked the next day. I was supposed to go with a guide on the Thousand Lakes thing or whatever, but it was so windy. Really, well, I mean, it was choppy and stuff at 7 in the morning, but it was supposed to get really bad. And me, I don't care. I go out in the rain. I don't care if it's windy. But the guy said this wouldn't be a good idea, so we didn't go. So we ended up not going that day. We ended up driving down to Niagara Falls from there. Luckily, she found a guide to go out the next day. I don't want to say, I guess I can't say his name, I guess. I don't know. But we ended up going on, which it worked out good because it was actually cheaper, and it was windy. I mean, it was brutally windy that day before. And when we went out with the guide, he took us in the Niagara River. Probably, I'm going to say, I don't think it's more than a mile from Lake Erie. So, but the water was, I don't want to say it was dirty, but it was really cloudy. And forget about the drop shotting thing and all that stuff. We were actually using little crayfish. We were using live bait. So my wife did catch a real nice one. I got a nice video of her on it doing that. And Smalley, and then he just actually took us up into the lake, right at the beginning of the lake before the Niagara River. And then we started catching these, because he wanted us to catch something, I guess. And started catching these sheephead. I mean, it was crazy. Like, my wife was catching like 3 for every one I would catch. And I did catch it. We did catch a couple smallies in there, but for the most part, we were just catching these sheephead. It was crazy. It's like one after another. And they were big fish. We got a button. Anybody lose a button? We get some drinks. We're going to get a button. We're going to put our clothes back on. Yeah, they were big fish, man. They're actually pretty big. They were like cookie cut. They weren't like, we weren't catching small ones. These things were like huge. I don't say huge, but they were big. I can't show you the photo of it because, yeah, you see my wife here. Yeah. These things were big, man. Caught a couple big smallies, but them sheephead, man, they were crazy. But they were all big. It's like there was no little ones. It was all big ones. The littlest one was big, you know? Yeah, it was fun to do. And then we went up. Now, the guide said it's going to be pretty windy on Friday. So we're going to fish in, this is a 2004 Philly. So we went fishing. Where did we go? We went in the river again, but we were just, I get confused about that north-south thing because the river's actually flowing north, which you're used to it flowing south, which is still hard to get in my head. So we went fishing, went to a place, I can't think of the name of it right now, boat launch or place, whatever you want to call it. It was just, the river's flowing that way, so that's north. So just, if you go south, the bridge that crosses, because I noticed a lot of tractor trailers going across this bridge. It wasn't the Peace Bridge and it wasn't the Rainbow Bridge, it was the other bridge. Apparently there's only 3 bridges that cross into Canada. So we were just fishing north of that bridge. That's where we were. That's where we were fishing. I caught one smallie. I only caught 1 fish. I only had 2 bites. Are they good eating? Because I asked the guy if people take them. He's like, people usually don't keep them. But they're pretty big fish. I mean, they're pretty big. Yeah, they call them a sheephead or a drum. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I know you do that. That's where we went fishing. It started getting real windy. I mean, it was windy, but it got real windy. So we were out of there just before 12. We got out of the water, but I was good with it. My wife and then he was. See, I don't understand if you're just like drifting down. I know there's spots. I know there's spots to go fishing. I know how it works. But if you go up here and you start just coasting down, you're just drifting down. It's like, why don't we just keep drifting down for a mile or 2, you know, instead of like going back and forth, back and forth. I caught one. My wife, I don't know if my wife actually caught one, but the rod he was fishing with, he gave it to her. And I don't think she actually caught a fish on her rod. He gave it to her 3 times. So she caught a smallie, a sheephead, a small smallie, and then he decided like to fish for a walleye. I didn't care. I was trying to catch something. And then he caught 1 walleye. Nothing really wanted to bite. But yeah, it's nice to be not here. Let's put it that way. It's nice to be somewhere else than here. Yeah, I don't keep my fish. I just catch and release. Yeah, we caught that first months ago. Oh, I see another. So I see a silver. I see a silver over here, but I'm just gonna reach and see. Oh nope, I didn't get it. I see another one laying over there, but we're gonna. Oh, I'm actually going to get 2 because here's one too. There's one over there yet. There's another one right there. I think it might be 2. Oh, we got 2 in that comb. Oh wow, we're gonna get a lot in this one. Another 68. There's actually 2 in this mess. Another 68. Yeah, it was good to get away again. Then we went to eat. Went to STK in Canada. It was good, but apparently I wasn't reading the menu correctly. Our bill, Oh my God, I ended up getting the tomahawk steak. I thought it was 200 some bucks. Maybe that was American, but apparently this thing's like 285. Plus I got um the Oscar, that was 52 bucks. So just me alone was like almost 350 bucks just for my steak. That was like 600 some dollars or something plus the tip. I'm not complaining, but it's like, wow, that's the most expensive steak dinner we've ever had, but it was really good. It was good, man. It was good. We got another one. Got something in here too. Why is this spooling up? Yeah. There's another 68. Go through all that. There's more. 2, 4, 6. There's 7, 8. We got 9 already. That's awesome. Something's bent here. Something is bent. It was really good. It's not bent now. What's going on? I don't know. This is kind of weird right here. I don't want to get a bent coin. That one there's a little bent. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, I wasn't disappointed. I mean, we catch a lot of fish, but it's expected. It's fishing. But yeah, I had fun. It's nice to just go out on a boat where you don't have to do anything but fish. Oh yeah, when we were fishing a month and a half or so before, dude, there's 2 more in here. Look at that. I don't know if you can see that well. There's 1 there and there's 1 there. We already got 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. We're gonna have 11 now. That's 11. I only saw 5. And the last bag we had only had 14 in it. Another 68. And another 68. Yeah, it was crazy. Yeah, he was using minnows instead of crayfish. So I don't know what the difference was, but yeah, we were using the crayfish. And I'm telling my wife, she kept like lifting the rod up and down. Me, I was just letting it drag along the bottom. But it's like she like no sooner as she get one, there's another bite, another bite. I don't know how many fish we caught that day, but she caught a lot. Yeah, she had a good day. 2,000, another 2,004. So yeah, we only caught 4 fish total. Yeah. If you ever make it this way again or something, you want to go fishing, I'll be more than happy to take you out on a nice sunny day. That's not raining. That was just a messed up deal. I didn't even know it was supposed to rain till it rained the next day. Like it's raining. What are you going to do? Go fishing. We made it work. Yeah, I just don't know what to do in a strange body of water, and it's deep water too, It's nice to see you, man. It's nice to talk to you. Do you have another one in there? No, that's not silver, is it? No. So, yeah. Now, my sister and brother-in-law are coming up sometime in September, sometime this month. And then I'm going to go out fishing with him. So I'm just going to take him up to Leaser Lake. It's trolling motor only, but trying to get him to catch a fish. Oh, I think I see another silver over there. I see one over there, but I'm not going to grab for it. Oh, I think we have one in here now, too. We have another silver in here. This is pretty crazy cool because I know I've seen 5 different ones, and you never know what you're going to get until you get them out of here, but there's another 68. I mean, we're at 2, 4, 6, 8. There's 10. We're at 12 already. And the last box, there was only 14. 14 was in the 9th box. There was 50 in the 8th box. Yeah, we're doing good. Yeah. I see silver over there, but I'm going to leave that there because it could be our last one, but I hope not. But I normally grab the one, but I see one more in there, at least. Got to run to the store. I hope I get 22. Is this one too? Oh yeah, we got another one. I didn't even pop out, but there's a 1966 or second 66. What do we got here? 68. So what we have is 68s and 66s. I thought we had a 67. Let's see. And just double check. It doesn't really matter. 68, 68, 68. Yeah, I want to go fishing now. 2, 4. Yeah, it's nice to go fishing with somebody. They do all the work. You just sit back. No, that's all 68s. I believe there's a 60, a 65, and at least a 67. I believe I saw in this bag when I was trying to find a silver. It's amazing. I barely saw 5. I remember seeing this, and there was something else I thought I saw, but this bag is almost empty. I do see 1 silver right there, but I'm not going to grab for it. But yeah, that's cool beans. Yeah, I know you're paying for it. Because my wife wanted me to drag my boat up, and I'm like, for one thing, I just don't feel for leaving one day, go fishing the next day, and come home the next day is my idea of like worthy of dragging my boat 300 some miles to Canada. And then have to worry about where I'm going to park it. Somebody's going to steal anything, you know. So we did stay at the Hilton, and I noticed that there was a car and a boat parked. I'm pretty sure you could park in the Hilton's park. That's where I parked, in the Hilton's parking lot with a boat and trailer. I imagine. Maybe I should have asked when I was there. But yeah, there's a parking lot like right there. I saw a guy with a car and a boat in the parking lot, a different parking lot. I just felt maybe the Hilton would be safer since it's their lot, lit up. And maybe, I mean, everybody's lit up, but you go somewhere on this, you don't know. You need somebody messing with your boat, messing something up. So I just choose not to take it with right now. And then I did find where we went fishing Friday. They got lots of places. Oh, I see a silver coming. And that silver, I hope that's a silver I'm looking at there, because we have another one. We have another one right there. Almost looks like a 90. It is a 90. We're going to get a 90 today, a 64. Cool beans. It's because it looks like a 90. It's usually a 69, but we got a 64, Philadelphia. Cool beans. So yeah, I found a place where we can launch the boat, and I can actually zip along. Oh, you can't go that way. How's that work? See, it's still hard. Hey, Dan, how you doing, man? It's still hard for me to get in my head, because you're used to having a river running south, not north, but not the Niagara River runs north. So if we're flowing north, so north, the Niagara flows from Lake Erie into Lake Ontario going north. And then also I noticed there was like some kind of jet boats across the river there in Canada. Apparently that's a tour you can take. Guy said it's like $80, but I'm gonna have to do that, because we did the little thing there at the, I don't want to call it the Table Rock or whatever they call it. They have a kind of like Disney has it. You do some soaring. It's pretty cool, man. It was a pretty cool thing. I think it was only like $30 or something per person. That wasn't bad. So yeah. So yeah, I got a place I can take my boat to. We've got plenty of parking. There's a place we went to the first time. It's like there's parking, but it just seems, I don't say it's shady, but it seems shady. Yeah. If I don't feel comfortable with something, I won't do it. I won't go. I'm taking my bass boat somewhere and have somebody mess with it, or it's like my brother-in-law. It's like I never gave it a thought. Like, I'm doing good. Like I go down to Florida with my brother-in-law. He's like, you ought to get a lock for your. I'm like, what do you need a lock? Oh, he says people steal trailers down here all the time. I'm like, man, I gotta get a lock, and I gotta worry about somebody stealing my trailer when I take my boat out. I think if somebody wants your trailer bad enough, that lock's just a little minor deterrent. Yeah. Yeah, now you got to worry about somebody stealing your boat, stealing your trailer, stealing your truck, stealing the. Oh, I think we have a silver. Another one. Hope I didn't grab that last one that I saw, but I still did not get a 65. We have another 68. Seems to be our common number because I thought I saw, this is where I saw a 65 and a 67 when I was peeking through this. Yeah, it's an honest man's lock. Pretty much it. Yeah, my wife, like about a month or so ago, there was, we'll just call it the neighborhood. Somebody was caught on video trying to break into places, you know. And then my wife gets all fragile and stuff, and then we got to get more cameras. And it's like, why are we doing this? She's like, make sure you lock your truck. I'm thinking to myself, now hear me out. Say you have nothing in your vehicle, no matter what your vehicle is, you have nothing. You have no money, nothing worth value. Maybe a pair of sunglasses or something like that. So you lock your vehicle. Now a person comes along, smashes your windows to find out you have nothing to steal. Wouldn't it be better just to leave your vehicle unlocked? That's my theory. Leave it unlocked. I think there is a town somewhere that people do that. They actually leave their window. Oh my God, look what we got here. Our first nail. We have a nail. We could build something now. Yeah. Yeah. My wife's like, lock it up. And then she's like, you're going to put it in the garage. It's like, what's the difference? Why put it in the garage? Because now if somebody breaks into the garage, they could bust into your vehicle in the garage and you wouldn't know it till you open the garage up the next day, you know? I'll just leave it outside under the light. At least it's outside. So, yeah. We don't have a lot left in here. I think I might have pulled that silver out that I saw earlier. Yeah. Not much left. I might have pulled that silver out, but I thought I saw 65 in this or 67 when I first got this bag. And we did not find one of those yet, but we're running out of coins. So yeah, sometimes that feels better just to leave your vehicle unlocked. So they won't break your windows, right? Who the heck was I talking to? Well, I think that was Dennis. Dennis said he was like Philly or somewhere. Vehicle was unlocked and somebody smashed the window anyways to break into it and here the vehicle was unlocked. So that's just me. Didn't even check to see if it was unlocked yet. So yeah. Oh, I see another penny. I see a penny. I see more lost funds. We have a penny with yum yums on it. You stole your mud flaps off my truck at the truck stop. Unreal. Another penny. I don't know, man. Maybe I was. I forget what I saw the other day, but we're almost out of coins here. So we're gonna find a 65 and a 67. We only got like 40 or 50 bucks left to go through, and maybe I was wrong. Oh, that's not one. That almost looked like a silver at first, but it's not. Yeah, that would suck to wake up in the morning and your window be smashed the hell out, you know. Yeah. Well, we're gonna pull all these out of the bag now. Apparently, I must have been wrong in my remembering stuff. Huh? What'd you say? I don't. Oh, I see a silver. There's a silver right there. Yeah, I see at least one. What's hiding in here? Oh, we got a couple in here, and they are not silver. That's it. The bag is empty. So yeah, the bag is empty. So yeah, we do have one silver at least. So we're gonna see what we have. I don't think there's any other ones, but yeah, it was a good day. It's a good bag. No, I don't have any. I don't have any coins to dump. I told my wife I'm going to stream either a bag of halves or a bag of quarters or something to have something to dump tomorrow because I don't have anything to dump. I got rid of everything before I left. Yeah. So yeah. And it's hot. I'm getting warm anyways. No, we had a good dinner, man. It was good. And apparently when we were there, the lady said, "You're here to see..." I'm like, "Who's that?" She said, "Some famous comedian." It's like, I mean, she said, "There's no tickets left. They're all sold out." I was like, that would have been nice. So yeah, no tickets to a comedic show. So yeah, watching the game, trying to watch the Eagles in Dallas play. Then I got his thunder lightning was coming through, and I went to bed. Is this the end of coin search today? I was going to find, I don't know. I have 2 boxes I could hunt. I was thinking about adding the 2 boxes, and I can get rid of them this week too. Looks like this is going to be our last silver coin. And that was the 67 apparently I saw without a 65 because we did good. That was a good bag. We ended up getting 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16 silver coins out of that bag. That's pretty good. I got 3 bent coins, 1 proof, not the best of shape, 88 San Francisco proof, 1 quarter, 3 pennies, 1 free drink, a button and a nail. It was a good bag. It was actually more than I thought it was going to be because 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16 coins. That's 2 more than the last bag, and I can't say what was in the last bag except 14 coins, but I think they were all 40s because when we did this bag, it was 48 Ben Franklins and 1 commemorative. They were 90%. It was 140 in it. Out of that bag, we lost 23.51. Next bag was 14, but I think they were all 40%ers. So we got 16 coins and ones of 90. We did good. We did real good. What do you guys want to do? You want to do those 2 boxes of halves I have? See if there's any silver in the heavy rolls? So yeah, if I get rid of those boxes, then I won't have any boxes. And then tomorrow I'm going to pick up my boxes I was supposed to pick up Friday. That's pretty cool. So we ended up with 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 68s, a 67, 2 66s. I could have sworn it was a 65 in there, but I guess I was wrong unless I missed it. Whatever I feel like. We did get 1 90%er. Last year for 90% and first year for Kennedy. And that's cool beans. All right, let's do it that way. Let's see what we have here. That was a good bag. More in there than I thought was going to be in there, to tell you the truth. I figured if we got 7 or 8, based on what I saw, we'd be lucky. Yeah, that's a good bag. No foreigns, though. That's weird. I think that's the first bag we didn't get any foreigns in. So we lost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I tanked these all as things, so we might be losing some money out of that. But yeah, let's see what we have in some FN string and some boxes, just for the funsies. Unless you want to do a bag of quarters, because I know the one bag has a silver. I saw 1 silver in it. I marked that bag. And I've been lucky with the bags. The bags I've hunted like the last 4 bags. Look, 2 silvers, 1 silver, 1 West Point, 1 silver, 1 West Point, and I didn't lose any money on those 3 bags. They were even, right on the money, $1,000, and then 1 silver. So I've gotten 5 silver coins out of the last 4 bags. So that's pretty cool. And I know I have another bag with 1 in. I marked it. I happened to see it. It's very hard to see a silver quarter in all those coins. But yeah. So yeah, I'm good with that. I'll hunt them. You want to hunt them? We'll hunt them. Let's see what we got here. FN string and sun box. More than happy to hunt it. FN string and sun boxes always rolls way a little heavier. But yeah, we do have 2 here. One's a 226.3. and a 226.2. And I know the second box has a 226 something and a 226.8. So I'm hoping, and I don't see the 23. I see 123 on top. That's about the only new one I see in this, but new or old, it doesn't matter. If there's no silver, there's no silver. Yeah, we're going to try to see what we get. Here we go. That bench string and some box. There's no code on these either. There's no code at all. So let's see if we have some yummies in here. Yeah. Yeah, when you pick up a bag, like when I picked up that bag with the Benjis in it, I didn't see them right away. And all of a sudden I'm looking, I'm like, wow, there's a Benji. And then another, and then another. It's like, wow, there's a lot of Benjis in here. Yeah. That was crazy. So. And then this bag here, you're looking and looking and looking. I'm like, I don't even see a silver. And I finally see one silver. And I'm like, okay, I'm good. Then you come back here and you're going through it and you're moving. I could have sworn it was a 65. So I might have missed one, but I don't think so. But I'll let you know tomorrow. I'll let you know next time. Yeah, we had a good trip to Canada. The only problem was it was a day shorter than the time before. We just didn't travel as much. But it was a good day. Good week. Good couple days, I guess you could say. Travel up one way. Go fishing and eating the next day, and then I'm home the next day. So would have been nice to stay a little longer. We might find nothing in here. I don't know. We might find something. Let's hope we find something. I don't know why I'm doing something different than I was in the bag. So I need to check the other sides of these. Don't mind me for a second. My mind's in a funky thing. Oh, that's what I'm doing. I need to flip them. I need to flip them over. 2023. Yeah, I'm hoping to go to the bank tomorrow and pick up my 4 boxes that I didn't get Friday. I told her I wouldn't be here. So she said I could pick them up Monday. So yeah, after these 2 box hunt, I have no boxes left at all. I have no bags except quarters. And I have like 22 nickel boxes or something. I'm getting there. I'm catching up slowly, but I'm getting there. Yeah, that girl said it was just shy. It was just, she did go check for me. It was like $690 some in the bag. So they had a little over 300 to go yet. So. So yeah, it's nice to know my name is on the machine. When I stopped at the bank, they almost look silver. They just got a tone to them. It'd be nice. Normally it's 71. That's what it is, 71. I stopped at the bank that I originally opened my account up at, but they just seem a little different in there because the guy's like, I don't know if we can do that. I said, I left my name and I didn't remember the girl's name. I should have looked at it before I walked in. I didn't have my phone with me. And he said, whatever. And I'm like, I think that's her name. So it was just there like, I don't know, 2 or 3 months before that to make sure they have my name and number. He said he would shoot out an email to me. Because he's like, how did he word it? Like, well, we don't know if you would still want them. I was like, oh, yeah, I want them. But even if I didn't want them, you think if they still called and said, hey, we got a bag for you, would you like them? Yeah. Or no. All right, 226.3. That doesn't mean anything, but we're hoping maybe we'll get lucky and see a 40%er in here. But I don't think we're going to see anything, which we have not. Yeah, you weigh enough rolls, you're going to get some heavy ones. 226.2. No, I did call up. I did finally remember to call, and I'm just confused. I have to understand it. I have to understand how this works. I know they have to make money off of it, but I have to look. But I did call. I'm not going to say who it was. Where did I write it down at? I wrote it here somewhere. Where did I write it down at? Oh my God, where did I put it? I wrote it down here somewhere. Where did I write it down at? The amount. Oh, let me hold on one second. I called up. Yeah, there it is. That's why that's in front. Okay. I called up on 9/3, which was what, Wednesday? Something like that, Wednesday. And it was around 11:40 a.m. because I'm assuming it goes on the price of silver, whatever it is at that moment, which I didn't look at the time, but I can go back and look because I wrote the time down. They were paying $9.50. I'm sorry, $9.57 for 2 40s, $1 worth of 40s. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, I thought they were supposed to be like, I guess that'd be close. I mean, you still got to make money. I forget what that percentage is off of it. So I think silver at that time was right around $42 an ounce. And they were offering $9.57 for $1 worth of 40s. And does that put you at 420, 26? No. 25, 6.7, 28 and a half. We'll just say 428 a coin for 40%ers. And then the 90%ers, it was $26.12 for $1, which was $13.06 a piece. Because I thought they were going for, I thought you were getting like $14 and something a piece for them or what they're worth, but I know they got to make money. And then Dennis's guy called him back, and Dennis's guy, I don't know what time or what the silver price was at that time, but Dennis's guy was actually paying more. When Dennis finally got a call back from him, he came back at, his guy was coming back with $10.50 for 2 40s and $26.50 for 2 90s. You're out of coins to hunt. You still get coins. So yeah, I don't know what to do. And then when I actually sold some silver back in, is there a date on here? There should be. I sold some silver. It wasn't mine. I didn't sell mine. It was back in, oh my God, February of 23rd of 2021. They paid me $18.98 for $1 worth of 90s. So you think about it, $19 versus $26. That's up $7 more a dollar. So $1,000 would be for $7,000, right? Yeah. Oh, you can get them anytime. Well, that's good. I'm glad you can get them again. Yeah, I don't know what to do. Hold on to them or sell them. Dennis still swears that it's going to go up to $50 an ounce by the end of the year. Yeah. I mean, anybody with common sense knows sell high, buy low. But when is it going to be at its highest, you know? You're saying 42, 41, 42. I think that's a good number. So yeah, $9.57 $1 at my place. $10.50 for. That's almost $1 more than it. Dang it! Did I say that right? Yeah, $10.50. You're talking almost $1 more. $1 more. So yeah, $1,000. $1,000 more on one play. That's why you got to shop around and see who's paying the most. Yeah, 46.36, buddy. And you're going with 46.36. Where do you come up with that number? Dennis says they're going to say 50. Ever since I've been like doing this, I don't get into the numbers and stuff. There's 2020. Everybody's like, it's going to go to 150, 150. I'm like, ain't never going to happen. Not my lifetime. The dollar power is decreasing. Look at gold. How much is gold? Gold's like way up there. Another 2020. 2020. That's half the box. It's nice to get some FN. Oh, and then I asked the guy, he just seemed a little like, maybe he didn't want to deal with me or what, but everybody's been pretty nice for the most part. But this bank just seems a little confused in what they're allowed to do and not to do. It's like I go to other banks to get bags. I'm like, I don't know if we can do that or not. I don't think you just don't have to deal with it, you know? So I don't know if they're going to call or not. The only thing I can do is always stop in when I get in the area, you know? Yeah. I'm trying to think of what Diggin' Dave said, like he sold them for, because I'm picturing in my mind that conversation when Diggin' Dave, we were streaming at one time, he was like, he was selling them a year or so ago or whatever, don't quote me on it, like for $70 a roll for 40s. And at that time we were talking, he was making it almost seemed like the way he was talking that a roll of 40s was going for about $120 a roll. I'm like, $120 a roll, even $100 a roll. So you think about it, if you can get, if for some reason Dennis's guy was still paying, I know it's going to go up and down based on silver prices, but 10.5 times 20 times 10 is $105 a roll. That's not bad. That's still $105 a roll. So you take all the rolls I have. I got a lot of rolls. I got over 3,000 40%ers. I got over 3,000 of them. At $100 a roll, 10 rolls is $1,000. Yeah, that's crazy. And Dave was selling them at $70 not too long ago a roll. Yeah. Apparently Georgia Silver Hunter put a video out. I guess he's got some epic boxes or something going on there. I'll have to check it out. Dave just did his. He only got like 4 or 5 silvers out of, I don't know, 6, 8 boxes. I forget. At least 6. And I tell you, when you open them up sometimes, it looks like a silver, but it's not. That's a 74 tone the edge. No, we only ended up with 16 out of that bag. So 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Yeah, 16 out of that bag. So there was 15 40s, and we did get 190. I'm playing with the 2 boxes of FN String and Sons right now. I've gotten nothing. Yeah. I got 16. That's more than I thought I was going to get, because I know I was like, I mean, you get a bag, you can't help it. You're rolling around. You're looking. You keep rolling it around. You keep rolling it around. And I finally see 2. Then I see a 3rd one. Then I see a 4th one. I see a 5th one. I swear there was a 65 in there, but maybe I was wrong. So either it was not in there or I missed it. I'll let you know tomorrow, because that's the first bucket I'm going to dump tomorrow. No, there's no silver yet in these boxes. I'm hoping that 226.8. I mean, I've been skunked at 226.8, but that was on the Iowa boxes. Yeah, I'm not going to argue. I only got 14 out of the last bag. And I think they were all 40%ers, but we did get one 90%er. But yeah, I'm not arguing with that at all. So I'll find out. We got, 16, one proof, 1/4, 3 pennies, a drink, button, nail. I just put the 3 bank coins up there. Yeah, it's been a while since I've seen him. He's still doing it. The only ones I really watch anymore is Georgia, Rob, of course, and then I'll watch Halftime. That's pretty much the only ones I watch unless somebody comes up that's different. But for the most part, I've been watching these police cam video stuff. It's just crazy. I mean, I'm not better than anybody, but when a cop asks you for your driver's license, registration, insurance, don't argue with him. It's amazing how you go to jail if you don't give it to him. So, I don't know why people get stupid. Now, I can see when you're drunk, alcohol seems to be a factor in a lot of these. There was a lady I was watching one this morning. It was, I don't know where it was at, where she was at, but she was drunk, Betty. She was drunk. And then the cops pulled some woman over that was driving. And this lady's like babbling on and babbling. I'm like, she's got to be drunk. She was drunk. I didn't understand what the heck she was saying. I mean, you could hear what she was saying, but it made no sense. Some people just can't handle their alcohol. Then they get combative all the time. Then they end up going to jail. 2020. Yeah, most of it's just to us. It's just stupid. Some people are so worried about getting a ticket, then they end up getting a felony and then end up getting arrested and go to jail. And all they had to do was take a ticket because their registration was expired or something, I think they panic too much. Yeah, it's terrible. I don't know. There's too many new coins in here. A lot of 2023s. You see some 2020s, but other than that, it's nice to get up and string in some boxes, but boxes are boxes. They either have silver or they don't. Yeah, and common sense too. Don't forget they don't have no common sense anymore. I mean, this one girl, I'm not want to talk bad about her, but I don't want to jinx myself, get pulled over by the cops. But I don't know where it was at, but the police officer, and some of these cops, I don't know how they can stay so, calm. I'd be freaking out with some of these people, But they're maybe, I don't know. They are calm, professional. I wouldn't be able to do it. But you pulled this one lady over, and apparently, I don't know if every state's the same, but we'll just say it is. If an officer asks you to exit your vehicle, you exit your vehicle. You don't argue with him, because if you don't, he asks you 3 times. Next thing, they're dragging your ass out. And you're going to jail because you didn't do what he said. So, yeah. That was a boo box. Boo. All right, let's hope the other one is not a boo box. So this is going to be our last box of the day. Yeah, it's 5 o'clock. I'm happy to get through these and they're not laying here and I get rid of them. Yeah. Yeah, I forgot to tell you. Yeah, the cops pulled this one girl over because the registration, the tag was no good. These boxes have no stamp on them. Usually there's a stamp on them, But these have no stamp. And that's what Dennis has had the last 2 that we got from his buddy. And there was nothing in those. So I weighed these up. I just picked them up on 9.5. So it was for this week. And a 226.2 and a 226.8. I've only ever been skunked on an 8 once. Hey, Vincent, how you doing, man? So we're going to find out early. There's a 226.8. I've only ever been skunked on that once, and that was an Iowa box. And then we have a 226.2. No guaranteed or silver, but there are a couple new ones in here, but they're 2023s again. Hey, Vincent, how you doing, man? There's 2023s. I don't see any 2024s. I don't think there were any 2024s in the last box either, but we'll see what happens. Oh, and yeah, and I also learned another thing, too, when I was at my one dump bank. It's definitely a Loomis. It's a Loomis carrier. I thought it might have been a Brinks, but it's Loomis. That's why one of my coins came back that I marked a long time ago. Came back within 2.5 months. No new boxes. The only 2 boxes I have are these 2 boxes that I picked up by chance on Wednesday. I just happened to stop in to make sure they have my name and number for a half bag, and she had 2 boxes, so I picked these up. And I know that they switched from Brinks to Garden. Yeah. You had a lazy buck. What kind of luck have you had, Vincent? You found a 1990, another 99 wide AM. That's crazy. Finding one's one thing. Finding 2, that's even crazier. You better go back and get some more of them boxes. They might have dumped a bunch close by. That's crazy. I never found one. Found the 2000 and the 98s, but no 99. Yeah, some of these kind of look silver, but they're not. They're just dirty toned. They're dirty toned. 77 and a 89. That's crazy cool, man. Congratulations. 25.9. That is crazy cool, man. Yeah. 98s and 2000s. I don't want to say they're pretty common, but I found, I'm going to say 4 or 5 of them, and I really don't hunt a lot of pennies. But yeah, I'm afraid to open this up, 226.8. But normally that would be a good roll for 90% silver, but let's see if there's anything in this at all. Oh yeah, we're going to have silver in it right there. It doesn't stand out, but that is a silver coin. It's got good reading on it, but I don't think it's a Benji. I'm happy to see a silver coin in it, to tell you the truth. Is this a Benji? Walker? It's a Benji. 1958 Benji. Looks like a Denver. 228, man. 226.8. That is awesome. We got Benji in the box. I love it. We got a Benji. Denver. That is so cool, man. Benji in the box. 58. Denver. That's awesome, man. I'm going to slay that right there. That might be the only thing in here, but that is cool. Yeah, 226.8. My worst. Wait a minute, 226.8. No, that was a 226.6, I think. Not an 8. 226.6. Now I'm confused now. You have to go back and look at the video, but maybe it's a 226.6. Yeah. Something tells me it's an 8, now it's a 6. Now I'm old. 226.6. Maybe that was, I think that was 226.8. I think that was Rick. Hunting Southwest Ohio, I think had a 226.8. I think mine was 226.6. That is a 226.2, but that doesn't mean anything, but that would be cool to see another silver in here. It would be cool, but I doubt it. Yeah, there's no silver in there. If it is, it's hiding good. And you weigh enough rolls, you're going to get those heavier light ones. Lighter heavy ones, I guess you could say. Yeah, there's silver in there. Submissions. Oh, ECC, I have no clue. I haven't heard from ECC. Nobody's heard from ECC in over a year now. So one can only hope that he's doing okay. And yeah, nothing. Well, he has 3 kids now. I know that takes. And then if you go back and read his last post, they were like saying he was laundering money and all that stuff. So yeah. I don't even know if he was allowed to get coins anymore. Yeah. He don't even respond back to you. I hope he's doing well. All one can only hope for. So yeah. That's like you. Everybody always asks how you doing, how you doing. I don't want to text you and say how you doing when I'm not, I ain't bothering people, but yeah. And then Dennis said he tried to text you or call you the other week and no response. So I was just worried something terrible happened to you. Yeah. If you're ever in the area again, let me know, man. I'd take you fishing again. I don't have a problem with that. Dennis either texted you or tried to call you like, I want to say 2 or 3 weeks ago. Because everybody's always asking if they heard from you, but no. Yeah. I think Dennis tried to call you or text you. I mean, it's surprising you didn't call back or text back because you normally do. Yeah. Yeah, it's getting colder. I'm hoping my brother. I don't know when my brother-in-law's coming up or how many days he's gonna be up here to go fishing. But yeah, we're supposed to go to the Bloomsburg Fair to see Jeff Dunham. Yeah. Dennis isn't even there. I don't even know where Dennis is at anymore. I think he took off on him. He don't want to watch this. There's no points for him. Yeah. Silver is where you find it. Yeah, I just do it for the fun of it, It's nice doing coin hunts. I'm not doing it like I normally used to do, but it's nice to babble on and talk to people while you're doing it, so it doesn't seem like it's boring. Like when I'm doing the bag of quarters by myself, I'm trying to find like videos to watch people, so it takes up your time. You can't sit here and not watch videos. It bores you to tears just sitting here. And I actually could make a video out of it, I guess, but I just choose not to because I really don't feel like it, I guess. It's no big deal to quick throw up a video and say, hey, I'm going to hunt a bag of bag of quarters and see what we get. But I don't even do that. Yeah. Have you been doing any fishing lately? I mean, the last year or so? I used to go fishing pretty much. "2005 Denver." Yeah, right now I'm happy to have a Benji on the board, man. Stopped at the bank. It was just, if I would have made the way we were supposed to go, but I was going based on I'm telling you, I was going this way. It said make a right and then a quick right. And when I did that, it's like, nope. And if I wouldn't have done that, I wouldn't have this Benji on the board right now because I would have right past that bank and not knowing. Okay, just trout fishing. Yeah, my brother-in-law was up. They were up in like, I don't know, May, June. I don't know, June. Went over to Leaser Lake. I ended up catching a 4-pound fish. And then I ended up catching, I thought it was a pickerel. Here it was a huge muskie. I didn't know. I thought it was just an oversized pickerel. It was huge. And then go to realize that I was talking to somebody. He's like, I think you had a muskie. Oh, yeah, because this thing was big. I didn't even measure it. I didn't want to touch it because they got teeth. I'm like, get it off the boat. Luckily, when I got it up on the boat, it came unhooked because I caught that on the 10-inch worm. Thing went in the water, never gave it a thought because I thought it was a pickerel. And I was telling my buddy about it, he's like, if it was that big, it was probably a muskie because there's muskies in over there, you know? So it was just a freak thing, you know? I caught a 4-pounder, and then I went over with my buddy Mike, and then we went fishing at the other spot. He ended up catching, I don't know if he put it on there or not. He ended up catching, I think, a 4-pounder. Because I'm trying to catch, I kept catching these little fish, kept catching the little ones, you know, like 10, 12, 13 inches, and I'm like, it'd be nice to catch a 2-pounder, you know? And then all of a sudden I got a bite. Where's it at? Is that the one I caught? 4 pounds, 3 ounces. That was back in June 23rd. I think that was the one when I was with Mike. July 4th. That was 2024. It was last year, right? Oh, it's not. It doesn't say how big it was. And then I ended up catching like a 6-pounder. I don't know if he wants me to show his face on the thing. I don't know. I'm going to do it. But I caught a nice little football, man. It's that largemouth. It was beautiful. Look. Look at that fish. That fish is over 6 pounds. Yep, that's me. Look at that. That was a football, man. That was a football. And he ended up catching one. That's only 4 pounds something. I forget what it was. But, yeah. He caught a 4 something, and I caught one, and I'm like, oh, I got a 2 because it felt like a 2-pound fish. I'm like, oh, I got a 2-pounder. I finally got to catch a 2-pounder. Here, this thing, I finally see it in the water. It's like, and then it finally started fighting. It's like, nah, this is bigger than 2 pounds. And he's like, you know what? I think he said he called me an ass. He's like, I said, why? He says, that's twice you did that to me. I said, what? He says, I caught a big one and you topped me. I was like, I'm not doing it on purpose, man. I just wanted to catch a 2-pounder for the day. Yeah. So I ended up catching a 4-pound. It was on here with my brother-in-law. It was 4 something. I don't want to say it was 4.3. Where's it at? Yeah, it was a 4.3. Hold on, I'm trying to cover my face. I can't do it. Why is that? So yeah. I caught a 4.3 on a 10-inch worm. So yeah, and then shortly after that, I caught that muskie on the 10-inch worm. Yeah, somehow we didn't mark it down, but that was a 6-pounder I caught with him. Cool beans. Yeah, 6-pounder. I mean, biggest bass I ever caught was on 613. That's my personal best, a 613. And I actually caught that in Pennsylvania up north from me in a small, they call it a pond. It's a pond, but they call it it's an oversized pond. A 613, and I think I caught that on a 10-inch worm too. It's either the 10-inch worm, it was a jig. Where's that at? Hold on. Do I have a photo of that? Since we're showing photos, look at this fish here, man. Look at this fish here. I don't remember how big this fish was, but look. And that wasn't November 23rd either. This is wrong. I lost my photos. My wife got them back. That bass choked that frog, man. That's what I loved going to that place. There's a one in here somewhere. This bass choked that frog. Where's that one I caught? It was a 613. It's here somewhere. Yeah, 613. You want to see my fat tummy? It's hard to tell it, but that's a 613. That's my biggest fish right there. I caught that up there in Bear Creek. Yeah. Yeah. You got a 6'2". It's still a good fish, man. I mean, was this a silver? No, it's not. Dirty coin edge. They're dirty edges. 613. I've had bigger ones down in Florida. I've had bigger ones on in Florida. I've had biggest one I know I had on. I thought I was stuck. All of a sudden, stuck started like the. I mean, it was like a boulder that was just barely moving. This thing wouldn't move, and all of a sudden, it just come unbuttoned. And my brother-in-law, he's like, "That was a big fish." Yeah. I don't know how big that was, but that was a big fish. Not big, but it was big. I'm going to say it was over 10 pounds. But I'll never know because I never, yeah. I throw a jig a lot when I was in Florida. I threw it out there, and I swear to God, I was stuck. Oh, man, I got stuck. And all of a sudden, stuck started, like, nudging back. It's like, what the heck? Yeah. Did a couple of nudges, and then, poof. Come unbuttoned, yeah. Yeah, 6 pound, 2 ounce, ain't nothing to sneeze at, man. I don't think we're going to find any other silver coins in this box, but I am not complaining. Yeah, my brother-in-law said the first time he ever had 10 pounder, it took him a while to get the first one in the boat because most of the time, believe it or not, they come unbuttoned at the boat. I mean, the bigger the fish you get, the harder it is to get the hook set in them because they're tough, you know. So, yeah. Yeah, pulled the hook out, I believe that. He said he had that happen a lot. They would just straighten out hooks and all this stuff. So, yeah. But he's got a couple 10 pounders under his belt now. Yeah, 613 is my biggest, and it's actually in Pennsylvania and not in Florida. I figured my biggest fish is going to come on a drop shot. That one was a 6 something. It was 6 something. I don't know. It's not on the thing. I don't remember. I'll have to look. Never caught a pound. You live up in Michigan. You should be catching all kinds of big fish in Michigan, in the lakes up there, man. Big smallies. I'll catch 3 and 4 pound fish all day long, man. No, think about him every now and then, you know, but I've never heard or seen him. I'm going to say it's been almost 2 years now. So, yeah. Yeah, those fish I caught over in Leaser the other week, or this year, I'll say, it was, I think, like a 4 and a 5 pounder. It was a 3 something and a 4 something. I forget. It was just crazy. It was hot out, and when I went over to the no wake zone, I just putted over there to the into the shade, like, and just figured, I'll just fish the bank there a little bit till I get, get my mind oriented, or whatever you want to call it, and then boom, man, caught me like a 3 something, and I fished it over to the left, and boom, caught a. It was a 4 something, 4 or 5 something. Couldn't believe it. And then I'm like, wow, this is going to be a really good day. It was, but that was it. That was it. Well, you're out to catch 2 of the biggest fish I ever caught up there. Almost back to back. And yeah, no other bites. Yeah. When I first went up to the lake, I went fishing Lake Erie with a guide. And it just seemed like every time you got one hook, man, those suckers would just keep coming up and they'd jump up out of the water every time. Every time. They would just go straight up and bling. But when I caught that one on Friday, he just kept fighting down. He didn't come up. He just stayed down, kept fighting down. So it must be something on the lake itself. But every time I got a fish up there, we caught some nice ones too. 35 inch, that's a big fish, man. I've never caught one that big. Wow, that's a big fish. I think a 2-footer is the biggest catty I ever caught. Yeah. fishing up there. Every time we got a bite of the smallie, man, the sucker would just go straight up. It would just keep coming up. You just keep reeling. Just keep reeling. Boom, he come flying out of the water every time. 31-inch brown trout. That's a big trout, I guess. Down here, when I used to go trout fishing when I was younger, man, they were only little stock fish, you know. And then you like watch videos of like lake trout and stuff. They're huge. They're massive. Yeah, that'd be cool to catch one of them. Massive lake trout or something. Yeah, that's crazy. Both out of Lake Huron. That's cool beans though, man. My brother-in-law, we went up there. We fished the trees that are in the water and stuff. I don't know if I was using a 7 or 10-inch worm. I think it was a 7. And like every, I don't know, fourth cast, you'd get a bite. I missed a lot more fish than I caught for some reason. And he was catching them. Next day I went up there. You couldn't buy a bite. It was weird, man. It's like, how do you get all these bites one day and you go up another day and it's like dead in the water, you know? It's like just the way it works. It's weird. That was the last roll, but we got lucky. We got one Benji out of them. Yeah. Oh man, that was a good box. Only had one Benji in it, but man, that was a good Benji. Yeah, that was pretty cool. 2 boxes, 158 Denver. Ben Franklin. I didn't think it was going to be a Benji because of the reading. It had a lot of good reading on it yet, but yeah. We did good. These are just bet ones I took out because the machine will not take them very well. So yeah, we did good. We got a nail. We got a button. We got a free drink. We got 3 pennies, 1 quarter. So I'm assuming we lost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 quarters or 7 halves. But I'll let you know. So we ended up getting, that was a good bag. Even if there's 1 silver in it, it's a good bag. 2, 4, 6, 8. There we go. 1 Benji, 164. That was a good bag. 64, Philadelphia. 90% silver, 58 Denver, out of the box. I'll take that. We ended up getting 15 40%ers. Most of them were 1968s from Denver. That's pretty cool. We only got 1 proof. I'm surprised we didn't get any foreigns. We usually get foreigns, usually Canadians. We did get 1 1988 San Francisco proof. But that was pretty cool. A quarter, 3 pennies, a free drink, a button. It's kind of a boring bag in a sense, besides the silver, because normally you find more foreigns and stuff. But we'll see what happens in the next bag. But yeah, that was a good bag. 16 silver coins. Good boxes, 1 silver coin. But yeah. Bullion, it's nice to see you. Hope you get better, stable for you. And hopefully we'll see you sometime in the future. Maybe we'll go fishing one more time or more. But yeah, if you come this way, I'll be more than happy to go fishing with you again. But yeah, it's nice to see you. It's nice to hear from you. Stay safe and be good. So yeah, try to quit smoking. Yeah. It's hard, but yeah, you can do it. I know you can do it. You could do it. Yeah, Dan, it's nice to see you. Silver Addiction, nice to see you. Go get some coins, get some silver. Go catch a big fish. Yeah. All right, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday, what's left of it. Have a great week, and don't know if I'll be seeing you next weekend, but we'll see what happens. The only thing I really got going on would be 4 box. Actually, we'll have 8 boxes by then. So hopefully I get my boxes tomorrow, and I hope I get boxes on Friday again. They'll give me 8 boxes. So I'll let you know. All right, everyone. Thanks a lot. Bullion. Hope to hear from you again soon. And we'll see you guys later. Have a good night.